guys, we're going to take a quick little break, and then we'll be back with the rest of the story on the sit down. Oh.
Why the break?
I don't know. It's fun. All right, well, come on. Let's come back because this song is great. It's a hot song, and I can't stand hip hop. This is when music was good.
Wait,
God damn it!
Shane comes over. We're like not researching the episode. We're just looking at different.
We're making art, dude.
I hope the listener understands when we go from all laughing and talking. They're like, "All right, let's take a break. Just play this music and sit silently."
Yeah, it's fun.
It's crazy.
All right, fine. It's crazy.
Why would you take that break?
Smart people seem like crazy people to average people.
They laughed at Steve Jobs until he changed the world.
Until he changed podcasting. Mike Recine changed. Well, Michael Brooks does that with his shit. But yeah, also, Michael, stop doing that, you fucking Jew. Anyway. Shouts out to Michael Brooks and all the Caribbean women that he has sex with. All right, so in 1980, Henry Hill. In 1980, the law's coming down on Jimmy Burke for Lufthansa, and Jimmy Burke is killing the Lufthansa heist when they robbed the airline, and everybody's the law's coming down on Jimmy Burke, and he's killing everybody that's connected to the robbery because like a typical Irish people betray each other too, but I guess he learned it from the Italians. He's killing everyone who's connected to Lufthansa, and then Henry Hill gets pinched for drug trafficking, which, as we know, is highly forbidden by organized crime because of the fucking the long sentences. Yeah. So Henry Hill thought he was getting busted for Lufthansa, but it was for doing drugs. Then I think so he realizes that he's gonna be killed if he goes out on the street. Because he was asked not to deal drugs, and he did it. He did something else too. I think Jimmy probably wanted to kill him for Lufthansa, which they never really make that clear in Goodfellas either. Because Henry Hill says in Goodfellas, like, "Oh, it had nothing to do with me."
Yeah,
but I don't know.
I haven't seen the movie enough.
Okay,
I can't believe they left out Paulie fucking Karen.
Yeah,
that'd been a good scene.
Yeah,
would have made no sense.
They make Henry Hill a lot cooler in the movie than he was.
Yeah, Henry Hill,
because he was a fucking loser. Yeah. There's also I got to show you this. There's a clip. I don't know if you can find it, but there's a clip of Henry Hill like doing somebody's podcast, and it's just like these three like Jersey scumbags that are doing a podcast, and they're like asking Henry Hill questions, and he's like almost like he's like about to die, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Jimmy actually on the bar but they don't give him his own microphone. They're like short a microphone. Which, I mean, we've all been there, but
like at the beginning of the episode,
we've all been there. We've all been short a microphone, but like that, you give your fucking guest his own microphone.
So you're some Henry Hill, and you're from 100%. Jersey.
Yeah, some fucking stringy haired like Long Island scumbag is just like asking the questions like, I know what happened. Oh, so you were selling coke with Jimmy the Wop? Oh, okay. And then what? And then so he gets pinched for doing drugs. So there's a scene in Goodfellas where Henry Hill is becoming a witness, and he's got Karen there because he wants to bring her into witness protection too. But what they don't reveal in that movie is that he actually had two girlfriends in the other room that he also wanted to bring into witness protection. His sister wives, as they say. That's also not a bad. I mean, I know you have a girlfriend. That's also not a bad arrangement to just have multiple women. Yeah,
dude.
And there's like a rank, almost like it's an Applebee's franchise, and you have your GM, your assistant manager, and your shift leader.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Eskimo sisters.
But women don't understand.
No, they do. No, they do. Women understand. You can get women to do that.
Yeah.
Just other dudes will ruin it for you.
How?
Make it illegal.
Right.
Just immediately other dudes are like, he's getting too much pussy. No, you can trick you can get a harem. You can get a harem pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, women.
Okay.
They're fucking idiots.
Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah, the law is
cluster them together, and then another white dude will be jealous.
All the laws are written by incels. some little incel was like, someday I'll be a state senator, and I'll stop. I'll stop all the chads.
Some guy get pussy.
I'll make polygamy illegal. Polygamy, the most natural situation imaginable. Yeah. I mean, we've talked about this before, but like, I think that's a good system. You have like your rank of women. So one lives in the bed with you, or lives in the fucking house. One you share a bed. You share a bed with.
One's at
the other one lives in the guest room. She's like She's like a career woman who just needs to, just needs a place to live. Through. Yeah, well, they can. These bitches can leave whenever they want.
What?
They can leave whenever they want, but then they're replaced. And then you have like a younger girl who's like 27 or younger, who lives in the shed.
God, I love the shed girl.
Yeah, yeah, and she just lives in the shed.
Young shed
she keeps
lady.
the house clean, and then she has a place to live. You don't charge her rent, but she keeps the house clean.
I gotta be honest with you. This definitely has been a method throughout human history.
No, I know.
At almost at all times until recently.
We should research that though.
Do an R. Kelly episode.
What, slaves?
No, not slaves.
The last one sounded a lot like a slave.
Like a cult. A little bit more.
The last one was clearly a slave. You were like, she can clean the house, she can work, she lives in a shed out back.
You could have said
and she's
guest
Filipino.
house. You could have called it a guest house.
All right, it's a guest.
You call it
it's a guest house. I'm just saying, you're meeting different. Basically, the point is, you're meeting the needs of different women at different phases in their lives.
Is there plumbing in the shed?
Probably.
Okay.
I don't know. There's a bucket.
Okay.
I don't know. She can take my credit card, go to Home Depot, build herself a toilet.
Figure it out
if she has to. Yeah, figure it out.
Get one of these consultants to come redo your bathroom.
Yeah. So anyway, Henry Hill's got two girlfriends in the other room that he also wants to bring into witness protection, and he's like, so he's the federal agent. I think the guy was a federal prosecutor or a federal agent. Anyway, they're making a deal, and he's like, who are these girls, Henry? He's like, the other girl I met in Pittsburgh, and then we went up to Boston. We were fixing basketball games, and the guy was like, wait, what did you say? And he was like, nothing. And he like just gave everybody, he gave everybody away by accident.
Yeah, he's
Good
like,
God.
I didn't even know that was illegal. He says in the document.
He said that?
Yeah, he's like, because of everything else he was into, he's just like, whatever,
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the funny thing about Goodfellas. They make Henry Hill look cool, but he really is like a tragic fucking loser.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's like a suave, cool. And same thing with Jimmy.
Yeah.
They make Jimmy fucking De Niro.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy was a retarded guy that was attacking people.
Yeah,
clearly he was the smarter one of the group,
right?
But he was also a murderer.
Yeah,
that a bunch of wops would call and be like, "Hey, can you kill this person for us?"
Mm-hmm.
They'd be like, "Yeah, no problem." Like that, you're dumb.
Right.
He was dumb.
Right.
He was not De Niro.
That's not a good movie either, though. If you're just casting a bunch of like
dumb, that's hilarious. I wish they would have done that. Dumb idiots that are like, we should rob the airplanes.
But it's hard. It's hard to like make a movie about stupid people, I think. Right, because Sopranos is essentially about stupid people. It's a smart show about
great,
but it's a smart show about stupid people.
Yeah,
but then here's the thing: stupid people watch it, they like it. They go, yeah, exactly.
You got to make it subtly
That's how
smart.
you got to deal with disrespect.
You have to put in little analogies here and there for like, the broken shoe is an analogy for his life, or where just like subtle details
the
for
broken
a smart
shoe. Matthew Anderson's directorial debut, The Broken Shoe. It's just about an old gay guy who broke his shoe and he can't go to the glory hole. It's like a black and white movie.
It's
and
an analogy.
Only the glory hole's in color.
Yeah.
In Matt's movie. Yeah, you're a genius, Matt. You're a fucking cinematic genius. Yeah, so Henry Hill gives everybody up. The grand jury indicts Burke, Phil Mazie, Rick Kuhn, the Perla brothers, on the basis of testimony given by Hill. Hill was named as a co-conspirator, but not one of the defendants, and the prosecution offered phone records of detailed communication between conspirators during the 1978 to 79 season, along with records from Western Union and various hotels, which corroborated government testimony. So, yeah, usually what happens is, the government makes a deal with some very bad person gets off in exchange for, information.
Yeah.
To get other people. So there's a lot of mass murderers walking around.
Yeah, I can't believe they do that.
Yeah.
They probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah. But then how else are they going to...
Just fucking kill them.
Just execute them?
Just get them, dude.
Yeah.
You know they're doing it.
Yeah.
Go get them.
Right.
Get those fucking wops, dude. Round them up.
Yeah, you would think, why doesn't the FBI just have like hit squads or something? They probably, unless
they should just go
Arab,
kill them. Yeah, true. Just go kill them and then be like, we don't know who did it. It was probably one of the other guys. I bet they do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Just be like, we got to put a fucking end to this guy. Shoot him.
Oh, I wonder if they,
And then they're like, the mob took him out.
Yeah. Why didn't, Shane, you should run the FBI. Shane Gillis with the revolutionary just kill the wops. Just kill the wops approach. Before Shane Gillis directed the FBI.
Well, I mean, isn't the FBI director normally Irish? Like, there's like some quote from Sessions being like, "You could always trust the Irish, sure they were drunks, but you can trust him."
Jeff Sessions is the funniest guy in politics. Second funniest.
Who's number one, dude?
Donald Trump, baby.
Donald Trump by a landslide, dude.
By a landslide.
Trump is killing it.
He fucking rules.
Dude, have you been watching? He's been running his hour. Dude, it is incredible. He goes to different arenas for no reason. He's just been campaigning. He never stopped campaigning, and he just goes and runs an hour.
He's like Maniscalco at this point.
It's insane.
He's putting the fucking
He also does the same thing. 5 minutes into every single one, he's like, "Look at the press back there, boo them." Like, I figured out his set.
Yeah,
he has a set.
Oh yeah,
yeah. And then he calls, like, what's her name, Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas.
We should go. Yeah,
it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I know all the hits.
Yeah,
you gotta go.
Boo the media.
You gotta see him before.
It's crazy.
I'm scared because it's like I mean, if this was the March Madness competition at Caroline's, he would take it.
He would bury it.
Who's gonna beat him?
No one. That's what I was sitting there with my friends when we were watching these, comic after comic, these like female comics be like, Donald Trump is a fucking asshole. I was like, yo, if Trump was here, if Trump followed her he would just bury this fucking lady.
He's like,
real
I bet you
fat.
Yeah.
Look at that slob, low energy slob.
Look at that low energy herpes ridden slob.
Like, damn, dude, he's the best. That's another thing. Dude, he's 72 or 73 and just butt fucking people on Twitter. That's crazy.
I think there was like Howard Schultz said something about like he was like, I know I'm not the smartest guy in the room, but I always pick people around me. And then Trump was like, self-described not smartest guy in the room. Howard Schultz thinks he can beat me. Yeah, if Trump followed those girls, and then what the hell else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, it seems like, I mean, I saw a quote from like Bernie quote tweeted him, and he was like, it's funny that Donald Trump is a fraud. He called that, like, that was like the most aggressive comeback that I've seen from most politicians. Everybody else like, you're an embarrassment to democracy, sir. Everyone's like taking the high ground, and it's like, you gotta just tell him he's a scumbag or something, or
I don't know. You can't do anything.
You can't do anything.
He's Henry Hill. He's just a fucking retarded idiot that stumbled his way forward. It's insane.
Right. He's John Gotti.
Man.
Yeah, who? I mean, I don't know. Like, we were talking about politics, but who do the Dems have that's like kind of funny?
The Klobuchar is the closest one. We were talking about it a little bit.
Yeah, Matt's trying to recycle one of his. Matt actually said something funny in a text. Now he's trying to recycle it.
Fire it out, dude.
He was just saying like we need somebody to like beat Trump, right? We don't need a pussy. And I was just like, maybe that lady that threw her iPad at her interns.
Oh, I didn't even know about her, but she sounds like the right person.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, yes, I am a tough boss to work for. And it's like, the story's about you just like making people cry, not being a tough boss. Like, what's the matter with you?
Yeah, and then I was talking to Gail Bennington, and she was like, because that's what she's under fire for. Like, she threw binders at her staff, and Gail was like, if that was a man, nobody would care. And I'm like, I don't know. I think they would. I think they'd be done. Yeah, but Matt was like, we need somebody tough. Maybe that lady who threw iPads at her staff.
That's fucking good.
Yeah,
they got no one.
Saturday Night Live should do that. They should do a sketch of her just throwing stuff at staff.
Yeah.
Well, she's a Democrat, right?
Yeah.
Right. Collusion.
Yeah.
You think those fucking Jews at NBC?
No, those fucking faggots.
Yeah, you want some investigated? Like, what are you gonna...
You're in the writers' room. You're like, what if we did this? Okay, what if we put like a Superman cape on Elizabeth Warren? And
that's the joke.
I love that. Yeah, thank you.
So what happened to the fucking players at BC?
So Rick Kuhn got 10 years.
Oh shit!
What? They threw the fucking book out.
This is
dude.
hilarious. I did all this research on this and then didn't get to the end.
You didn't look at the trial. That's okay.
Didn't get to the end.
Yeah, so Rick Kuhn got
10. He got a decade.
He got a decade, but he only served 28 months. But I mean, hearing that 10 years is a long time to be in prison.
Now he's kind of like a scared straight speaker. He's like, learn from me, guys.
It's like, that was the funniest fucking thing about middle school, high school, where they would send people. I'm sure Philly, they must have done that.
Amazing.
They would send the biggest losers on the planet to talk to your class and be like, don't do drugs. You know, I had a good life. I had 3 kids with 3 different women, and I threw it all away on crystal meth. I tied up my mother and stole the money out of her.
Stole her spoon.
Don't do that, kids. You're like, yeah, I wasn't thinking about
no
doing
one was going to do this.
No one was going to do that.
No one was going to do
You're
this.
a fucking loser, and you belong in prison. Yeah. I remember my middle school health teacher bringing in like this former Hell's Angel. What to talk about? Like,
so funny.
Yeah. And he's like,
how do you know this guy?
What?
It's like you're talking to your teacher. Like, how do you get to know?
Yeah, I've
each
had
other?
Mr. Schultes meet this guy, and his name was like Everett Tramp Barber. His nickname was Tramp, and he handed out Bible pamphlets at the end. He's like, guys, just read your Bible, okay? Good place to start. The Book of John. There's a lot of good stuff in there. But he's like talking about how like some girl went to a party and did a quaalude and got her throat slit. And I just remember like being so scared. I remember being so scared, and I'm like, I remember raising my hand and be like, so how do you because I guess my voice hadn't changed yet. I'm like, so how do you avoid situations like this?
Anyway, you asked that?
Yeah.
Of course you do. Very whopped. Like, so what do I got to do to avoid a situation?
I was just like a big, like, I was a huge, like, gullible pussy.
Yeah, of course.
Who, thought that, like, you were going to be presented with these situations every day of your life. And then he goes, yeah, I've been to prison 11 times. The last time. And he starts to cry, and he's like, was murder one? He tells the story about how, like, him and a bunch of bikers, like, surrounded this guy and beat him to death with lead pipes. Like, they hit him off his bike and just killed him. Yeah.
What a fucking assembly. We had a DUI guy come in.
No, this was like in the classroom. So it was like we were like right up to, you could see his eyes.
This wasn't an assembly. This
wasn't an assembly. Your health teacher was like,
health teacher just brought him in.
The health teacher just brought a guy in.
Your health teacher was like, yo, check this shit out.
Talk to the class.
Yo, kids, check this crazy shit out.
Yeah.
We had a DUI guy come in, and then he was showing pictures. He was showing slides of people who died like in our town in accidents. He got to one, it was my friend's uncle. He was drunk.
Oh, no.
He was drunk and tried to run over from the bar and got hit by a truck.
Oh, no.
He tried to jog.
That's not his fucking fault.
He tried to jog him on the highway. He got hit by a truck.
And he was being safe.
They just showed his body.
And was your
my friend started crying.
Why?
He's like, that's my uncle.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. And we were all laughing.
You guys laughed at him?
Fucking uncle's a fucking moron.
You guys just like stood and pointed
I
at
mean,
him.
he started like crying, so we were like, someone told me, they're like, holy shit, that's Matt's uncle. It was like, holy fuck.
And he could like recognize it.
He knew the picture.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Showed it to the whole school.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
What a
fuck.
pussy that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just got to be like,
What
that's
would you? What would you? What would you have
No,
done,
I was
Matt?
just making fun.
I would have been, if any of my uncles died and their body was up on the projector in front of my whole
Keep
school,
that shit to
you
yourself.
definitely don't cry. Oh, man.
You got to keep that in because that's going to follow you to high school. That you cried.
That was high school. He was in high
Was high
school.
school. That's gonna follow you to like trying to get a job at Wawa.
It's going to follow you to right now. People are still talking about it on podcasts.
He's heard about it on at least 3 podcasts.
For sure he has. Oh, fuck.
God, that sucks. Anyway, so